What was that Christian Wood called Shaq a couple years ago? He called him a casual. Anybody that tells me otherwise about what I'm about to say here, they're just casual fans. And nothing's wrong with that. Look, I do this for a living, night in, night out. Look, everybody doesn't have 7 hours a night to dedicate to basketball. 6, 7 hours a night watching hoops. People just like what they like. If you think LeBron James is having one of his better seasons, you're just a casual. That's all. Nothing more, nothing. You're just a casual. I'm just letting you know you are a casual basketball fan. Nothing wrong with that. I don't want that to have a negative connotation, but that is what you are. This is not a great season for LeBron James. He might lead the league in scoring. He might do that. But I don't think if you got LeBron in a room by himself, he would tell you that this would be a great season. He might say, yo, I'm feeling good shooting the basketball. I think he's actually said that in an interview, like, yo, I'm shooting the basketball. I feel, as good as I have on offense in quite some time. I don't even know if I agree with that. He is shooting the rock pretty good. Be clear. But offensively, the impact ain't there. It's not, man. Just watch the game. I'm a Laker fan. So outside of me working, doing highlights of NBA night to night out, I watch all the games, and I watch LeBron. I watch pretty much his every dribble in Cleveland too. The impact nowhere near there. LeBron's having a Bradley Beal season. You remember last year, Bradley Beal was pretty much winning the scoring championship for most of last year, and then Steph got hot late February and March and took it. This is what LeBron's doing this year. He's having a Bradley Beal year. A lot of great buckets. Every now and then they equate the wins. A lot of nights they don't. Ironically, both of those gentlemen play with Russell Westbrook, which I believe kind of deflates you a little bit. And some nights you're just not going to get the amount of shots that you should because Brody's going to turn it over. He's going to go after those triple-doubles, all that stuff. That's what LeBron's having. He's having a Bradley Beal year. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I guess if you're LeBron, there's something wrong with that. But, he's shooting the three ball, which means he's not attacking the rim as much as we're used to. He's 37. I mean, he's in year 19. He should. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. I actually do believe it kind of hurts him because he's still great enough where you can still compare him to the other greats of all time because he's still too darn good at this point in his career. So he can still get compared to like Mike at his peak or Kobe at his peak or Magic at his peak. That probably is not fair, but it does speak to how great LeBron is and has been for quite some time. But, I mean, I wouldn't say this is one of LeBron's best 5 or 6 years. I don't care if he wins the darn scoring title. That will look good statistically, just like how Tom Brady went after an MVP award this year, at the age of 44. That looks good. That's cool. That's a legacy thing. That's something that reads well when people are talking about you for years to come. But for LeBron, he's not impacting wins nowhere near where he has in the past. Every now and then he'll make a big play defensively, show you that he's still pretty much athletically better than most of the league. Impact is not there, though. Once he transitioned to more of a jump shooter, which we seen Kobe do, we saw Mike do, later in their career, once you become that, impact ain't the same. LeBron's not changing defenses the way he used to in the past. There used to be a point where LeBron in Miami, first time around in Cleveland, pretty much the second time in Cleveland as well. His greatness, attacking the rim, it made everybody have to focus on him. 2, 3 guys, maybe the whole team, every possession down. Now you can just have one guy on LeBron. If he makes the three-pointer, great. Hey, he might make enough of them where your team will lose. Like he could beat you shooting that jump shot. That's not a strong possibility he will. It could happen, but you live with that because it used to be a point where you had to stick 2 guys on him every time down, double him, and he was kicking it out to shooters. And when he had scorers like Dwayne Wade and Kyrie Irving and company, or Chris Bosh or Kevin Love out the post, or Anthony Davis year one, that was where you had to say, okay, this dude is just tearing our defense apart. Jump shooter LeBron can get great numbers. It's ridiculous how great he's shooting the rock this year at this point in his career. He's probably going to be able to age pretty much with what he's doing right now. Probably going to be able to do that for the next 3-4 years, which is ridiculous, but nowhere near the impact on the game, nowhere near one of his better seasons of his career. Don't care how many points he's averaging. He would rather have the 26, 27 points a game, 8, 9 rebounds, 8, 9 assists a game. That LeBron impacts winning a lot more than the 30-point per game LeBron, which is around 6.8 assists a game. That's not the same LeBron. This LeBron is shooting mostly jump shots. That LeBron was knocking down jump shots occasionally, but really getting to the rim and putting pressure on defense. Two different LeBrons at two different stages in his career. One impacts winning. The other is more of a Bradley Beal type presence for his team.